Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। जगन्नाथ देव बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री मायापुर चंद्रोदय मंदिर की जय। श्री राधा माधव सखीवृंद श्रीमान महाप्रभु की जय। सपार्षद गौर सुंदर की जय। श्री श्री सिंहदेव प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। इस्कॉन गुरु वृंद की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं सद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Today we are supposed to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 12, Slok 5. Hare Krishna. Please repeat. Tan babhāṣe svabhūḥ putrān prajāḥ sṛjata putrakāḥ naicchan mokṣa-dharmāṇo vāsudeva-parāyaṇaḥ babhāṣe svabhūḥ putrān prajāḥ sṛjata putrakāḥ naicchan mokṣa-dharmāṇo vāsudeva-parāyaṇaḥ babhāṣe svabhūḥ putrān prajāḥ sṛjata putrakāḥ naicchan mokṣa-dharmāṇo vāsudeva-parāyaṇaḥ. If one or two windows could be open, I think it would be better. Mataji's. Done unto the Kumāras as above mentioned. babhāṣe addressed svabhūḥ Brahmā. Svabhūḥ, sva means himself. Bhu, he is born from himself. That's why svabhūḥ. Putrān, unto the sons. Prajāḥ, generations. Sṛjata, to create. Putrakāḥ, O my sons. Tat, that. Na, not. Aicchan, desired. Mokṣa-dharmāṇaḥ, pledged to principles of liberation. Vāsudeva, the personality of Godhead. Parāyaṇaḥ, who are so devoted. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Brahma spoke to his sons after generating them. My dear sons, he said, now generate progeny. But due to their being attached to Vāsudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they aimed at liberation. And therefore, they expressed their unwillingness. Please repeat. Brahma spoke to his sons after generating them. My dear sons, he said, now generate progeny. But due to their being attached to Vāsudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they aimed at liberation. And therefore, they expressed their unwillingness. I heard sometime that if a real brahmachari is told by his spiritual master to get married and he does not want to, so he can deny his spiritual master's order also. There is no fault in it. Of course, he has to be really brahmachari, not that externally says no and internally something else. So that kind of brahmachari is not here. If someone is really brahmachari and willing to stay brahmachari and his spiritual master says, get married, he may deny it. And the spiritual master will be happy with it. The four sons of Brahma, the Kumāras, who are the four sons? Sanak, Sanatan, Sananda, and Sanat Kumar, declined to become family men, even on the request of their great father Brahmā. You know this story. And they keep their bodies as a 5 years child. They didn't let their body to grow as a young man. They are so powerful. Their capacity is quite recognizable that they did not even grow to bigger age. So, those who are serious about gaining release from material bondage should not be entangled in the false relationship of family bondage. It's a very big word. It's a very big word. False relationships of family bondage. Generally, especially in India, family bondage is very tough. You cannot get out of it. As soon as you take birth, you get so many responsibilities. In future, you have to take care of your parents, your wife, your children, your relatives, your countrymen. So many responsibilities. And if you try to avoid them, then you are considered as ungrateful. So, this kind of entanglements are there. Lord Krishna says, Mama Maya Durattaya. It is my Maya. It is insurmountable. So, people may ask how the Kumāras could refuse the order of Brahmā, who was their father and above all, the creator of the universe. As I told, even the order of the Guru can be denied. Similarly, they denied their father as well as spiritual master. The reply is that one who is vāsudeva-parāyaṇ or seriously engaged in devotional service of the personality of Godhead, Vāsudeva, need not care for any other obligation. So, as we know that at the time Lord Brahmā became upset, and from the in between the eyebrows, nila lohita, blue and red light came out, and from that Lord Shiva was born. And then he was crying. So then his name was given Rudra, Rodati iti, one who is crying, that is Rudra. So these people are not ordinary. Lord Brahmā is not ordinary, from whose anger Lord Shiva takes birth. Can you imagine? A big personality like Lord Shiva is produced out of anger of Brahmā. So in that way, Lord Shiva was generated. It is enjoined in the Bhagavatam 11.5.41, Devarshi bhutapta ninam pitrinam na kinkaro nayam rinicha rajan sarvat manaja saranang sarannang gata mukundang parijitya kartam. Deva, generally we become indebted to the demigods. Someone is supplying rain, someone is supplying air, someone is supplying light, heat. Someone is taking care of other areas. So these demigods are helping us. We are taking their help, their supply. So we become indebted to the demigods. Rishi, the saintly persons, they preserve the scriptures and they hand over that Vedic knowledge to us so that we can lead a real ideal life. So rishis we are indebted to the rishis, the saintly persons. Devarshi, bhuta, living entities. Different living entities help us, like the cow is giving milk, the dog is guarding the house, the cat is eating the rats, so that we are, not disturbed so much. So like that, so many other creatures, they also help us. So we become indebted to them. After the relatives, they generally give us suggestion, help, etc. In that way, we become indebted to them. Nrinam, different persons, like the soldiers in the border, they are guarding our country so that we can sleep peacefully. The teachers are teaching us. So then the shopkeeper is supplying us ingredients, necessities. So in that way, so many people are helping us. So we are indebted to them also. Pitrinam, parents. The indebtedness to the parents is insurmountable. They take so much of care of us, and they work so hard to bring us up. It is said that if we try to repay their debts, if some lifetimes, at least some 5-10 lifetimes, if we lead an ideal life, then the indebtedness may be completed. So we cannot repay their service. So the service to the parents are there. So we are indebted to the parents. And even the servants. The servants, they clean our house, they help in different activities. We are indebted to them also. So in that way, we become so much indebted, and if we try to repay them, demigods, how many demigods are there? Try to satisfy one demigod, then another one says, where is mine? Then if we satisfy him or her, then another says, where is mine? In that way, so many demigods are there. So in that way, it is practically impossible to repay all the debts. So, but the shortcut is given. Sarvatmanaja saranang sarannang gata mukundam kotparihritya kartam. If we fully surrender to Mukunda, the giver of liberation, then all the debts are finished. But how many people know? How many people know and how many people are doing like that? A handful, even less than that. Right? How many people know that if we fully surrender and serve this Lord Vāsudeva, Mukunda, then all our debts are cleared? And even us who are devotees, are we 100% surrendered? Of course, many of you may be. There can be many. But not many of us, like me, are that surrendered. So then what happens? Neither this side nor that side. Neither serve the parents, nor serving Krishna fully, wholeheartedly. So it is like putting two legs on the two boats. You know, I do not know if you have any experience on the river. If you are putting two legs on two boats, the boats may go both sides to different sides, and then you are in danger, right? So similarly, if we cannot make ourselves totally one-sided, at least we have to be totally in the side of Krishna, serving Krishna wholeheartedly. That is the only safe way, otherwise danger. So we have to be careful about it. Anyone who has completely given up the worldly relationships and has taken absolute shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, who gives us salvation and who alone is fit to be taken shelter of, is no longer a debtor or servant of anyone, including the demigods, forefathers, sages, other living entities, relatives, and members of the human society. So, we have to take shelter of Krishna. Thus, there was nothing wrong in the acts of Kumāras when they refused their great father's request that they become family men. Actually, today or tomorrow, we have to cut off relationship, right? Today or tomorrow, we have to cut off relationship from most of us, most of the relatives and parents and this and that, even from the country. So we have to cut it off. But if we are doing it ahead of time, then it becomes easier. Otherwise it becomes big problem. We remain indebted and do not know what to do, where to go. So another example is given, like yatha taror mula nishechanena trippanti tatskanda bhujopasakha tatha tenoiva sarvarhanam achyutejya tatha tenoiva pranopaharaccha jathendriyanam sarvarhanam achyutejya. Yatha taror mula nishechanena, as by pouring water at the root of the tree. Trippanti tat skanda bhujopasakha. Skanda means the trunk of the tree and the branches, leaves, twigs, everything becomes satisfied. And similarly, by worshipping Achyuta, Lord Krishna, then all the worships are done. Sarvarhanam achyutejya. If we can worship Lord Krishna, then just like Prabhupada gives analogy that you put the food to the stomach through the proper channel. Right? Put food to the stomach through the proper channel, not through any other way. You cannot put food in your ears or eyes or nose, but you have to put your food right to the mouth. Then it works. So similarly, we have to give our service to Krishna, who is the source of everything. So in that way, by worshipping Krishna, we become fully safe. But we have to be really 100% dedicated. If we keep some other residues back, we cannot go. So we have to be totally shifted to Krishna, nothing else. Those who go to the transcendental plane, many times they cannot even recognize the relatives. They do not recognize relatives also. Like Mahaprabhu, he used to cry, Krishna, Krishna, kaha Krishna, where is Krishna, where is Krishna, where is Vrindavan Chandra? Most of the times he did not recognize who is who. So they become completely insided, Krishna-sided, because none of them are going to be lasting long of this material world. None of them are going to last long. So we have to cut off relationships. At the same time, as long as we live, we have to maintain our relationship. Otherwise, people will say these guys has no sense of relationship, dry. So we have to maintain. At the same time, we have to gradually shift ourselves to Krishna. Especially people like me or people who become old. This is their last phase of preparation. Right? This is last phase of preparation. Of course, we do not know who is going to go when. Even those who are not externally old enough, they may also have to go. So we have to be prepared for. Okay, Hare Krishna. Any question, comment? Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. In the way of surrendering fully to Krishna, we are definitely not in the beginning or even intermediate stage surrendered, but we aim for this full purity and full dedication. And in the meantime, of course, there's obligation towards all of those. So even if we give up those obligations, not yet being fully purified, but aiming for it, we will get reaction.
Sometimes, as I told you, that we go like putting 2 feet on 2 boats. So we have to be careful not to put our feet on 2 boats.
I mean, there's this kind of sense of obligation. We aim to be pure. It's like a sadhana. At some point we'll be, but if we, on the way to be purified, get back to fulfill those obligations, this is great distraction. So in that way we'll never be able maybe to fully, if you just go back to obligation, go like back and forth. So even if you aim for it, you'll be
of course, Lord Krishna says, Nyavikrama nashasti pratyavaya navidyate salpama mokṣa-dharmāṇo trayate mahato bhayat. And this devotional service has it's not going to be reduced in any way. The credit of devotional service will remain intact. And then next life we may get again chance to complete the thing. So we are not to be too scared also, Because if we are doing some devotional service, whatever we are doing, swalpam apasya dharmasya, su alpa. Alpa means little, and su alpa means very little. Even very little service we do to Krishna, Krishna is recognizing it. He will accept it. And then as a result, Lord Krishna says that we will get again chance so that we can complete our course. So it's not that we have to be too worried and otherwise we are going to be vanished. We'll lose our existence. Not like that. So we should try both ways. We have to take care of the obligations, at the same time cling to the lotus feet of Krishna. Not to worry too much. Okay? No escape. We have to complete our course. If not in one life, then next. In that way, we have to. As we got the path, it's going surely to the proper destination. So we just have to have patience. Tatyanukampang shushabhikshamano bhunjana vivatma kritam vipapam. It's also, I think, Brahma's prayer. That generally we have to think that whatever difficulties are coming, it is due to my karma, and we will have to tolerate that, we have to go through that, at the same time expect mercy of the Lord. Right? Anything else? Prabhu? Anandati Prabhu? Acha.
Hare Krishna. Generally, we understand that Kumāras became devotees when they went to Vaikuntha and smelt the tulsi. But according to this verse, it seems they were vāsudeva-parāyaṇa right from beginning. Do you have any insight?
Please repeat.
Here it says that Kumāras were vāsudeva-parāyaṇa. It seems right from birth, because Brahmā just created them. But normally we understand that they became Vaishnava when they went to Vaikuntha and went to meet Lord Narayan later.
No. Here it is said they were vāsudeva-parāyaṇa right from the beginning. So, and that's why they were going to Vaikuntha. They were already devotees, and that's why they wanted to visit Vaikuntha and Bhagavan. Otherwise, who can do that? If they are not devotees, would they want to visit Vaikuntha, Narayan? No. They are devotees. And here it says they were mokṣa-dharmāṇo, vāsudeva-parāyaṇa. So we should not, we cannot divert from that. Right? They were devotees, great devotees. And from them the Vaishnava Sampradaya came, Kumāra Sampradaya. So they are not ordinary. Out of 4 of the bona fide Vaishnava Sampradayas, one is of their Sampradaya, Kumāra Sampradaya. So they are our predecessors. Okay? Or if you want to say something, you can comment also.
No, but it does mention that they had impersonalist tendency in that Leela when they went to Vaikuntha, and when they smelled the tulsi, then their consciousness changed.
Yeah, that is there, but here it is mentioning right from their birth. They were mokṣa-dharmāṇo. They were, what was that? vāsudeva-parāyaṇa. Vāsudeva-parāyaṇa. They were devotees of Vāsudeva. So, it's gone. He cannot go anywhere else. So, anyway, they are devotees of the Lord. Of course, it may look like, and of course, at different millenniums, different types of the same lila, same pastime can be in here and there, different ways. That is also possible. It's not that Kumāras are taking birth only once. No, every millennium they take birth. Right? It is not that only once the creation took place and that's all. Creation continues. Satya, Treta, Dvapar, Kali, Satya, Treta, Dvapar, Kali. And Mahavishnu is exhaling and inhaling, exhaling and inhaling. So, the pastimes vary sometimes. Like pastimes of Lord Ramchandra. Sometimes it is said Sita's going to Patal was at this place. And somewhere it says, no, that place. Somewhere it says, no, that place. There are 2 or 3 or 4 places of Sita Devi is going to Patal in India. And you cannot say that this is right and that is wrong. It may be at different millenniums. This Ramlila took place many times. Right? So, in the case of 4 Kumāras also, the pastime may vary. Okay? We cannot say only this is the right thing and that is wrong. No. Some more or less can be there, is there. Okay, Prabhu? Anybody else? No. Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.